is this?
This is Eros, god of love.
Why does he have wings?
So he can move quickly from body to body.
Why is he naked?
To make us transparent.
To make us what?
Transparent in our love. Foolish to others. Exposed.
Why is he blind?
He is always pictured blind, but he really isn't.
Because in love we are so ignorant and so compulsive.
There's that.
What else?
He is blind to show how he takes away our ordinary vision. Our mistaken vision that depends on the appearance of things.
Who's this coming down the stairs?
Psyche.
Her name is Psyche?
Yes.
Well, what's she doing here?
She's married to the god, but she's never seen him.
Why is that?
He forbids it.
How did they meet?
Psyche was so beautiful, the goddess Aphrodite hated her. She sent her son to punish her, but he fell in love instead.
Does she know that he's a god?
No. She suspects he is a monster.
Have they had sex already?
Oh, yes.
And? How was that?
It was good.
So then why does she suspect he is a monster?
Because her jealous sisters told her so.
And she listened to them.
Unfortunately, yes.
So now she's coming to see him as he sleeps.
Yes.
To make certain.
Yes.
With her eyes.
Yes. She's young. It happens all the time.
She doesn't trust what she has felt herself.
Not with the radical trust we need.
What does the word psyche mean?
In Greek, it means the soul.
What's going to happen to her now?
She's going to suffer.
And?
She's going to suffer.
And?
She's going to suffer.
What does she have to do?
She is given horrible and lonely tasks by Aphrodite.
Such as?
Sorting thousands of little seeds, one from the other.
How did she manage?
Some little insects help her.
Like in fairy tales?
Like in all the fairy tales.
What else?
She had to go down to the underworld, fetch various things.
Wasn't she afraid?
She was petrified, but she did it all the same.
Wasn't it hopeless?
It was hopeless, but she did it all the same.
What did love do in the meantime?
He healed his little wound. It hurt him so much when she looked at him like that. The wax from the candle fell on him and burnt him.
How does it end?
She finishes her tasks and Zeus declares enough's enough.
He overrides love's mother?
Yes, and he gives Psyche a special potion, and she becomes immortal, and he declares that their marriage will last forever.
Does it?
Of course.
So it has a happy ending.
It has a very happy ending.
Almost none of these stories have completely happy endings.
This is different.
Why is that?
It's just inevitable. The soul wanders in the dark until it finds love. So wherever our love goes, there we find our soul.
It always happens?
If we're lucky, and if we let ourselves be blind.
instead of watching out.
Instead of always watching out.
You'll indulge us. We have one more tale to tell. A coda, if you will.
It happened that one night Zeus, the lord of the heavens, and Hermes, his son, came down to earth to see what people were really like. They disguised themselves as two old beggars, stinking and poor, ragged and filthy. They knocked on 1,000 doors.
Hello, do you have any spare? Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. I work hard for my money.
And 1,000 doors were slammed on them.
We're tired. We live on the street, and we hoped that you might...
I'm sorry. I'm, so sorry. Sorry.
At last, they came to a little hut on the outskirts of town.
Why bother knocking here? We've knocked on houses of all kinds, the homes of people with plenty to spare. Whoever lives here obviously has nothing.
Let's give it a chance all the same. We've come all this way.
This is hopeless. Let's just go home.
Oh, poor strangers. Philemon, there are guests at our door.
Hello. We are strangers to these parts. We've lost our way and...
Oh, Bacchus, why are you standing there? We must bring our guests inside.
Do you know us?
Of course.
You do. Then who
Why, you are children of the gods. Come in. Come in.
The two immortals, satisfied that their disguises had not been seen through, entered the house, lowering their heads to fit the door.
No, don't sit on the floor. Sit on chairs as quality people do.
Philemon ran to get another chair.
And Bacchus fetched 2 pillows to pad them so the strangers might rest easy.
She stirred the coals in the hearth and fanned the fire to cook them a meal.
Philemon set out the embroidered cloth that they saved for feast days.
Philemon set out a plate of olives, green ones and black, and a saucer of cherry plums.
Then there was cabbage and roasted eggs.
For dessert, there were nuts, figs, dates, and plums.
And a basket of ripe apples.
Remember how apples smell?
At last, with a show of modest pride, they brought out a bit of honeycomb for sweetness.
Philemon poured wine from a bottle, but as she filled the glasses of the guests, she saw that the bottle remained full. And then they knew.
Oh, mercy. Mercy.
You are divine, and we've served you such a simple meal. Bacchus, go and kill the goose.
Let it live. We thank you. You've done enough.
Suddenly, everything was changing. The poor little house, their simple cottage, was becoming grander and grander. A glittering marble columned temple. The straw and reeds of the thatched roof metamorphosed into gold, and gates with elaborate carving sprang up as ground gave way to marble paving stone.
Ask of us what you will. We shall grant whatever request you make of us.
Having spent our entire lives together, we ask that you allow us to die at the very same moment.
I would hate to see my wife's grave, or to have her weep at mine.
The gods granted their wish. Arrived At a very old age together, the two stood at their modest doorway.
And Bacchus noticed that her wife was beginning to put forth leaves. And Philemon saw that she too was beginning to produce leaves and bark. They were turning into trees. They stood there, held each other, and called as the bark closed over their mouths. Well.
Walking down the street at night, when you are all alone, you can still hear, stirring in the intermingled branches of the trees above, the ardent prayer of Bacchus and Philemon. They whisper, "Let me die the moment my love dies." They whisper, "Let me not outlive my own capacity to love." They whisper, "Let me die still loving, and so never die."